Yes.
What's
Back.
good? What's good?
Welcome to DD2, day 2. What's up, man?
Hey, you already know what time
we
it
here.
is, man.
We
Hey,
back.
Yeah.
Go ahead, introduce yourself real
So
quick.
y'all already know it's Pablo. Today, we're gonna be giving some constructive criticism to the brothers.
The men.
So
we're not going to restrict it.
So we got some feedback, from some ladies, saying that we basically only I wanna get this quote right. We only give constructive criticism to women. So we're gonna go in on the brothers today.
We're gonna put ourselves on blast.
I'm gonna give my constructive criticism to the brothers and tell us what's wrong with us.
We're gonna put ourselves on blast. This is EFE. Day 2. We're back. We want to thank everybody that have been subscribing, people that keep calling me. They're everywhere now. We got people everywhere that are leaving comments now.
Yeah.
YouTube popping. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Again, I always say this. I don't take anything for granted. Anytime you're doing anything positive, we ain't doing WAP here, dog.
So you already started, dog.
We ain't doing WAP here.
You already started, man.
We talking about real stuff, and if you are able to get people to listen, in this era of sex sales, hey man, that's a blessing itself. So one follow along, it's a good thing. So today our topic is the good, the bad, and the ugly side of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we talked about a strong woman, and we got a feedback, and then one of our sister, Ruby, said we need to talk about depression in men or in black men.
Yeah.
So him and I called you like a couple of days ago, like, you know what? Let's not stop at depression in men. Let's talk about all the F-ups of brothers. How did we get to this point where sisters just complain like, brothers, we don't know what's going on? So we're going to get it. First thing first.
So we're going to, what you want to talk about?
Let's start like this. You know what I was, look, we're going to start with this. The last time I heard a song that sisters actually, that women made that glorify men, believe it or not, I was thinking about it on my way here. Destiny Child, Cater to Your Man.
Well, I would say that Beyonce has been an advocate for the men, in her music for a while. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but guess what? Destiny Child as a whole don't have a problem telling you what they want. They want a soldier. You know what I'm saying? They want a soldier. And
so, okay, hold it down.
Hold up. And some of the brothers just ain't stepping up to the plate of being that soldier that Destiny Child was talking about in her music. Yeah, in their music. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a woman feel like a woman. And by doing that, you got to do your job. You got to be the provider. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. So let's go on and move on into this, man.
Let's get it. So when that song, I actually had to play the lyrics in. And I say this, man. Any woman that played that song for a dude, I don't care. They say men, we need respect. And women just needs to be loved. There's a book that I read. If you hear that song, just the lyrics, just everything, that was years ago, was the last time we actually heard a song where women just worship brothers. In this era, it shows how angry our women are. What happened? Because some of the complaints women are saying, men ain't shit, sorry I'm cursing, men ain't this, it just goes on and on. What happened from that point where women used to just say, king, soldier, let me cater to my man, to this era of men ain't shit?
Well, the way I see it is a lot of men miss the mark. They not living up to the standard as far as building a family. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? And if you think about how things were in the past, a man would already have a house to bring a woman to. You know what I'm saying? He could go out there. He got livestock out there, so he's a provider. You know what I'm saying? He got people. Might have people out there. Working his field, and the woman saw that power in her man and knew how to play her role. You know what I'm saying? But these days, a lot of the men ain't being those providers that a woman needs. Even if a man is coming into a situation where that woman already have a child and this and that, he coming in that situation ill prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because now you put yourself in a position to feed yourself and have to feed that woman.
Just an opportunist.
Exactly.
You just an opportunist.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not prepared to play that role. So don't even step up to that position. If you know you don't have a car, a house, and a job, those are the three essential things that a brother should have. Those are the three basic things. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even talking about millions of dollars.
No.
All of this brilliant intellect, because
just basic.
Those three basic things are what a man should have before he move into a relationship with a woman. Because don't put yourself in a position to depend on her. You know what I'm saying? If that's your woman and that woman is making your house a home, you'll see the benefits you can reap from having yourself together.
Yes.
But if you already going into a relationship ill prepared, you don't have your own house, you don't have your own car, and you don't have a job or a business to bring in income to take care of your family. You can't have a family before the income. You gotta get the income first.
For the family.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was the mentality we have. Another thing our women complain about, and you and I, we've approached it. We've seen this.
Yeah.
The way men, today we're going to bash our men. We're going to really talk about it.
Definitely.
We're not perfect. The way men approach women now. Like, when you go out nowadays, the era where it used to be, you get a woman, you ask her to go to a date, you go for a date. Let me take you out. Let me get your number. Nowadays is, girl, look at that fat ass. Like, it is so rough now. Like, sometimes when you see the way some of these guys talk to these girls, you got a daughter. I got a daughter. It's scary. How did we get to a point where men are so... Because the excitement of dating used to be, let me call you up, let me take you out, let's go see a movie. How did we get to a point now where our men are so comfortable with the way they talk to our women? Is it the music? Is it society? Is it the women? How did we get here?
All right, well, for one, a lot of this generation of boys, men, or whatever aren't being raised by their fathers. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, and like I say, we getting on the men today.
We are getting it. We are getting it.
A lot of times, men back up from a situation because they were never prepared to go into it anyway. Regardless of what the situation is, fatherlessness is a problem. So we seeing all of these women, in the neighborhoods having to raise these children by themselves without any kind of man around,
help.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Without any kind of masculine energy in that house. Because when that masculine energy is there, them kids get in line on a whole different level. They know that daddy don't play. You know what I'm saying? And regardless whether the situation work out or not, a man should always be in his child's life. That's point blank, period. So,
and you know what? I'm glad you said that. A friend of mine told me this. And when you go through a journey, you realize the people around you will determine where you gotta go to. A friend of mine told me this. I can never trust a man who does not take care of their child.
Yeah.
I mean, before I never really, it was like I can never be a friend to someone, a man who does not take care of their child, regardless what the situation is.
You already know, man. If they ain't gonna take care of their own seed,
exactly.
Like
two things.
It ain't gonna be no serious friendship with you.
Two things I learned in this life, and I think when 50 said that one, I started thinking about it. No, I think it was Fig that sent this thing out. Anyone that do that, a man that does not take care of their child, and secondly, anyone that said, I do anything for money.
Oh.
With the right price.
Somebody
will sell you out. They will sell you out. So those are the two things. Now, if we're looking back at it, I keep on saying this because this era we're living now, one of the complaints a lot of our women saying, good men are hard to find. And it's hard not to believe it because when you go out there, you see it all the time. The second thing is like men are always lying, they are cheating, they're like more like the scum of the earth now. Is it that a bunch of our men are doing it and we have a few that are not doing it, or we have a lot that are really not doing it? It's just maybe a woman did with one person, they just make it look like all the men are the same. Is he a bunch of our men doing this?
Well, let me explain something to you. Don't let social media fool you. It's a lot of good men out here. It's a lot of good men doing what they need to do and taking care of business. But you got to understand, man, social media wants to put a black eye on the image of the black man. You got to keep that in mind. So when they talk about all this about, black men doing this and black men doing that, I'm here today to talk about what I know as a fact, what I've seen. So I've seen black men not taking care of their kids. I'm not going by what social media is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to look at the big scope of things, they are taking care of their kids. So right now, I'm addressing the percentage that I know that don't take care of their kids, ain't looking for a job, ain't looking to move out of their mama's house. You know what I'm saying? And ain't looking, they might be willing to drive your car, but they ain't looking to get their own because they don't want a job to have to pay car insurance. They living with a family member, sleeping on the couch.
Now because this is one of the biggest problem with our people too. Because if you notice, when they make it big, the whole family got their hands stretched out.
Yeah.
Do you think now, this era we're in now, a lot of family members, like you said, a lot of family members, a lot of men, we are babysitting grown men way too much?
Man, oh man. I know about this firsthand. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it firsthand. Where that one child never leaves his mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Like that one boy grows up to be a man and have never had his own car. He's never had his own house. You know what I'm saying? He might have had a job here and there or whatever, but that man that's never made it out of the house and never stood on his own too. And what this generation is doing is producing a lot of those. So what's happening are the girls are being taught to be independent. So they going out there getting it by any means necessary, right? But then they run into the couch potato. You know what I'm saying? The guy that never wants to get up off the couch, wants to play on that play Madden all day.
Madden King.
You know what I'm saying? The Madden Kings. And they fall deep in love with this guy based off of how he looked. They got that image of the guy with his pants sagging and the long dreads and, all this or whatever. That's just seemed to be what the women are into. The women are saying that they ain't no good men out here. We discussed that on the last video.
On the last video,
but, like I said, we talking about men. this generation is producing a lot of those guys that have they first time out of their mom's house is into a woman's house. Straight from their mama couch to their girlfriend couch now.
It's from mommy to mommy.
Mommy to mom. Mommy to mom.
Yeah, that's all it is.
What's up, mom?
we gonna end it right there. What's up, mom?
Yeah.
We gonna end it right here.
Yeah.
We're coming back with the second part, and then we're gonna talk about the ugly side of man. We getting our man today.
Right, hey, he stopped me, boy. I was on the road, boy.
All right, you guys, I appreciate all your support. We will be right back. Peace.